All right, back we go. Let's take a look at another set of four. Let's start off with GNCA, Genesia Biosciences. Float 36 million. Short growth is down 4%. Market cap 139 million. Cash 87 million. Revenue 1 million plus. Assets 106 million. Insiders down 29%. It's good. Institutions 34%. It's very good. Current debt 24 million. It's valued at 100 million enterprise value. They engage development of commercialization of cancer vaccines, uses its proprietary technology platform Atlas to identify clinically relevant antigens of T cell based on human immune responses. Well, product candidates include Gen 003, investigational immunotherapy for treatment of genital herpes, Gen 009, neoantigen cancer vaccine. Company was founded by Robert Paul, Kevin J. Bitterman, August 16th, 2006, headquartered in Cambridge, Massachusetts. 182,000 buys, no sells on insiders. All right, let's look at FinViz. FinViz has minus 38 million income, sales 1.4 million, 48 million float. Last news, Genesia to present at the Wainwright BioConnect. That was January 4th. See no news really recently. What else they say here? That develops immuno-oncology programs. They have a phase 1 and 2A clinical trial. And that's all it says here. Doesn't see really nothing COVID. The monthly on this did 190, which it wasn't, but it did a reverse split. It's been falling since 2014. See in the weekly there falling. Let's look at the daily if we can come up with some lines here. Take that out now. This is had a big gap down. See the gap down from like 40-ish, big gap to 15, and this has been down ever since. Let's draw a line here. Looks like the main line is 152. Trying to draw this line. It's all the way back this 2 line. If I could do it on the monthly here. Where's the 2 line? All right, so this is the 2 line on this stock. See this come all the way down? See this? See this 1320 EMA? It's starting to wrap. This is a good sign longer term. When you see this rounding move, the next move is probably going to be up. Most likely. Because you have a big downtrend here, and it looks like it's finally coming out. Right now, you can draw your line right from here. Pretty much here. See this? Down, up, trend line, and then we're out of it now. So this is a sideways move. So the next move, most of the time, will be up once you're out of these. All right, so you can see that. Let's go to the daily. We're at the 2 line now. I'm obsessed with this 2 line. Come on, get on the line. It's obsessive compulsive. All right, so see June, we went all the way down 11, came down. See January, it did go down to 150, but the main part of this is a 2 line here. Now, is there any other lines we can draw here? Makes sense of this. A big move here. This was all the way up in June. This went to almost 11. It's a big, big line, and it looks like these connect pretty good now. See this right here? This big move up after the reverse split, and we came all the way down, 2020 sideways, and we had a pop in July. And then look, we held the 2 line again. And then here we are again. We're trying this line. Now, when you see this and this line right here, this 2 line, See it right here? I'm obsessed. Two line, get on there. All right. So the two line right here came all the way down, all the way down. We bounce up, came down, bounce up. See, 1, 2, 3 touches. The high is getting lower, and the low right here is holding. Now, could go below 2. It doesn't mean it's over. But I'm looking for this could look like a move that could bounce out very soon. Getting a little bit increased volume. You have a big gap up here to 5. So if this does move, you want this to try to reclaim 3. See this 3, and then 350 to bottom this 4, and then we fill the gap. You want this to start grinding up and get above 325. And you want this 250 to hold. You don't want this to go below back to 2 again. It'll test that 2. So there's your main support 2, and then higher up is a more recent support, and then you can see where it can go long. All right, this stock has potential though. That is good. All right, GLG. All right, GLG. This is TD Holdings. 70 million float, minus 19% short growth. Market cap 151 million. Cash 2 million plus, almost 3 million. Revenue 13 million. Assets 105 billion. Insiders 11%. No institutions. Debt 21.99 million. Pretty fair valued 109 million. Engage in leasing businesses used for luxurious cars, commodity trading business, and providing supply and management services. It operates through the following segments: used cars leasing business and commodity trading, supply chain management services. Company was founded December 19th, 2011. Headquarters in Beijing, China. China play. No insiders information. Minus 3.4 million on Finviz. Income sales 4 million plus. Float 62 million. No news. Finviz last news like December 15th in this. There's been no news in this. Focuses on new commodities trading business, as they say. Let's look at the monthly. This came about 2013 August. It was almost as high as 95. Came all the way back down. Looks like the one line did had a reverse split. That was back in 2019 right here. See this? See if we can draw some lines here. So one below the one line. Very oversold here. I like this. See this? When you're low, you will go high eventually. Now this is a weekly. Look at right here. We're at 20. That's a good sign. Let's go to the daily here. Let me draw these lines. $150 line. It's kind of big right here. This 150 line's big. All right, see this one way below. This had, let's go all the way back to when this was 8, went all the way down. And then we came down, see this gap down right to like 25 cents. This is a U-shaped pattern. This is you'll see this in trading too. The U-shape. And it goes here, the U, and then it comes all the way up. And there it was, 225. Came back. See, it came back to this 150 line. It did touch 125. And then here we are. June exploded up to 4. Now, this is a wedge. These are all patterns in this chart to learn. Falling wedge. High, getting lower. Low is tightening on an angle. And you're going to squeeze out of it, which it's doing now. It's just actually starting. It's not going straight up. So you want this 175 to hold, 150 to hold. And then we'll see if we get to 2. And then, this grinds up 225. This might be longer term, or it could really, heat up real fast. So look for 2+ on this to break and hold if this can really get moving here. All right, it's GLG. Go to ANH. Now, some of these aren't low floats. I don't think this one's really a low float. All right, this is Answorth Mortgage Asset Corp. Float 97 million. Short growth 99%. Huge short growth. Market cap 250 million. Cash 161 million. Revenue 50 million. Assets 2.44 billion. That's a lot. Insiders don't own this. Institutions do 32%. Debt 1.91 billion. Enterprise valued at 2.13 billion. Market cap's 250 million. This is so undervalued right now. That's because of the COVID. Because what they do is they operate real estate investment trust, investments finance, and manages a leveraged portfolio of mortgage-backed securities such as agency and non-agency mortgage-backed securities and residential mortgage loans through Consolidated Securitization Trust. Company was founded October 20th, 1997, headquarters in Santa Monica, California. Let's see, insiders, you had 16,000 buys. And this crashed with the coronavirus crash. Income minus 106 million, sales 33 million, 97 million float. Investigation, you get these a lot with these penny stocks. There's stocks dropping. This was part of shareholders encouraged to contact firm because of the huge drop. I haven't seen no news on this. Operates real estate investment trust REIT, United States. Leveraged portfolio of residential mortgage-backed securities, loans that are guaranteed by government-sponsored enterprises such as Federal National Mortgage Association or Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation. It's backed by first lien residential mortgage loans. Let's see what else it says here. Company generally would not be subject to federal corporate income taxes if it distributes 90% of taxable income to stockholders. There's a lot of mortgage going on here. Let's look at the monthly. This has been around since 1998. And this thing was like $4, went all the way to 16 at its peak. Then this came crashing down. It's been going down. Down, down, down we go. I don't see any splits. You see in the weekly, this peaked like 6+ back in 2017. Then we've been going down. Then you had coronavirus. And here we are on the weekly. See here, we had a big move down from the crash. Then we moved up. It's going sideways for months. November, everything was popping. Everything's popping up here. November, look at this, all the way up here. And then let's go here to, where are we at here? January. See this? The move sideways. This went sideways for about 5 months. And then November, we just exploded. So this went 170 all the way to 270. Big dollar move, 13 over 20 EMA. Look at this. Not even close. Didn't even touch it. Now we're going down. Now, what are we going to do now? This is the ultimate trend line. Any stock like this, if we get a real crash or something, this could fall way back to this trend line. That's what you would look for support. Now it's oversold now, very oversold. Current market, this looks like if this 250 holds, this is a nice buy. We're going to continue higher to this trend line. But the only thing too, when you're up here at these trend lines, see this was high, we went low. But this just made the move here, and this came so far back. Anything this low, look how low this is, stochastics. This is a buy. So, if this does move up, this isn't a fast move or anything, but this could go to 275 plus. It'll be the top of this trend line, and onward we go. And then if not, you want 250 to hold. If 250 don't hold, this will go back into this gap to 240, 230. And then if the market crashes or everyone's saying we're going to get a big pullback, eventually we will. Yeah, it could fall to two. So this is a different look on this one. But what do you see here? Up, down, up, down, up, down. This is an up move. When's the down move going to happen? Not yet. It's not happening yet. All right, on to RIBT. This is the last one. Race Brand Technologies. Float 39 million, short growth minus 29%, market cap 32 million, cash 3.89 million, revenue 25 million, assets 34 million. Insiders own 6%, institutions 43%. That's really good. 7 million in debt, enterprise value 35 million. It's an ingredient company that focuses on processing, marketing natural and nutrient dense products derived from raw rice bran, underutilized byproduct of the rice mill industry. Offers products including food ingredients, meat inclusion, animal nutrition, and derivatives. Company was founded March 18th, 1998, headquarters in Woodlands, Texas. Don't really have all the buy sells there. Minus 13 million income sales, 25 million, float 39 million. Any news? There's been no news in this. November 30th, FinViz. There's been nothing here in this. I see nothing. What else does it say here? Fiber protein products, fiber blends, value added processing marketing of healthy, natural, nutrient dense products derived from rice, small grains. All right, monthly. This has been around since March 31st. This thing went to 80, but where's the reverse split? I see one back in 2014. And let's look at the daily here. You see the weekly. Have these lines already drawn? Let's see this weekly here. So 2017, this was like one. This thing shot up to 375, a grind. Then we went down. Then trend line, big gap down, 150. Went down again to 50 cents. Then it's formed a V recovery back to 150, and we went down again. And looks like this is the 40-cent line, which finally held. See, gap down, 40 cents, up, up. Now we're making the lows are getting higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting higher here. Trying to see what this will do now. I'm trying to see what lines are here. 75-cent line. So 75 cents huge. If we can hold this, see it bounce straight off it, close to it right now. 77 cents. This could come up $1 and test. Just have big spikes. It doesn't put in like huge spikes, but the float's pretty low. But anyway, the low's getting higher, so look for $1 plus if this can get rolling. Maybe eventually this will fill the gap too if this is like a true reversal and we're coming back up. But see this trend line, got to break one. One's going to be a key level in this. And then as we keep getting higher, you don't want this thing to blow probably 65 cents. And then because here's 40 right here, there's 40 line. 40 line's the ultimate stop because you've done that pretty close before and then recently. Now this could do a few things here. It could do this and come up to one and come really back hard again. Maybe this isn't the move to come out. See this? The back and forth and the hold. As long as this holds, it could go back and forth until eventually really breaks up strong. So, RIBT. There you go on this stock. I think that's the last one. All right. So that's it for this. Please subscribe. Mike Kim and Trades on StockTwits, Instagram Mike Frank 98, TikTok Mike Frank III, Twitter Mike Frank 007. and trade ideas, referrals in my link in YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mike Heyman Trades, and hit the like button and check out some other videos. I have some other videos too on like AmericanBulls.com, stock trades, not stock trades, stockcharts.com, TC2000. A lot of good stuff on there in the stock world. All right, we're out for now. Peace.